to you for some combat corner.
Yeah, I have a ton of combat related things to talk about today. I want to kick off with the UFC recap, talking about two fights. And in particular, I want to start off this segment saying I got my prediction breakdown very wrong in terms of the victor. And how the fight went, I think I was correct, but Cyril Gane absolutely outclassed Alexander Volkov on the feet for 5 rounds. And he just neutralized him in all the ways he's done in his last fights. But the experience of Volkov, the size and frame advantages, the style of fighting, all these things that I thought would really help Volkov, Gane had an answer for. Yes, he's big, but size comes with a burden on your speed. And Volkov was by far the slower man, and Gane took advantage of that with his footwork. He was able to be a lot more mobile, especially early in the fight. He started really bouncy on his feet and was able to move really in any direction he wanted, sideways, backwards, and Volkov was just never able to back up Gane against the fence as he did to Walt Harris, as he did to Alistair Overeem. And that speed on the feet allowed him to find the range where he could pop the jab. And once he found that range, it was all night, nonstop. It was so fast. Volkov couldn't counter. I thought the straight would be there for him against the jab, and he never had the timing to land it. And those two things, really, the mobility on the feet and the speed with the jab, helped Gane just have an amazing night. With those two things, he was able to keep Volkov on the back foot, keep Volkov out of his comfort zone. And from there, it was just a matter of continuing to walk forward, mixing it up with the combos, feinting the whole time. Cyril Gane looked so damn good. I think that was his 5th fight in the UFC, his 8th MMA fight ever, and the guy looks ready to fight for the UFC title. It's incredible. I think at this point you can call him the best technical striker in the division. Volkov, there's other fighters. You have Ngannou or Blades, who wrestles very well. You have Ngannou, who punches very hard and has clearly shown some improvements in technique. You have Lewis, who punches very, very hard. And you have Stipe, who does it all so well. But pure technical striking ability, Cyril Gane put a stamp next to his name in that category. And man, it was such a striking mixed martial arts masterclass. He never looked in real danger. He hasn't at all throughout his UFC career. He took someone who's very good at what they do and strike fighting on the feet. The only fight Volkov has lost, like from start to end, not counting that Lewis fight in the UFC, would be against Blades. And Blades did it with grappling, but no one's just consistently outstruck Volkov like that. But man, the elusiveness and defensive strength and how threatening he is with his offensive ability once he finds his range, the way he maximizes his speed is so technical and efficient with all his strikes. It's such a problem. And it gets me so, I said before this fight, I think the winner deserves a title shot. And I'm so excited about the prospect of Cyril Gane versus Francis Ngannou, because that's the kind of style you want to see against a power puncher like Francis Ngannou, someone who it's like, oh, maybe they could go 5 rounds without getting hit. And Gane has the explosiveness, he has the speed, he has the footwork technique to get out of that really dangerous first round, and now we can say second round as well. So I know there's a lot for Ngannou. I know there's Lewis. I know Stipe is not out of the mix, but I think Cyril Gane's next fight should be for the UFC title, and I really hope it's against Francis Ngannou. That's such a fascinating matchup with, especially they have a bit of shared gym history as well, so I'm sure that comes out a little in the build-up. That's got to be the fight next for Cyril Gane, though. There's nowhere left for him to go at this point, and he's fully earned it. I don't think he'd be a favorite, but I think of the entire UFC division, Gone right now would have the closest betting line to Ngannou. It's not like, oh my God, this guy's such an absolute killer. He's just so hard to hit. And that's what Ngannou does really, really well. So it'd be fascinating. The best thing about Ngannou is he hits you and you go down. The best thing about Gone is it's really hard to hit him. So that alone makes the matchup worthwhile. And I hope that's what they make next.